It takes a lot of dedication, determination, stamina, and sweat to play on this field. Takes a good sense of rhythm, too. Hi, I'm Mike Leckrone, director of the University of Wisconsin Marching Band. What does it take to be a member of the marching band? Well, you'll find out as you follow the band from drum major tryouts through one of the most exciting seasons in Wisconsin football history. You'll get a behind-the-scenes peek at what it's like to be a member of one of the great marching bands in college football. You'll go on the road with us. Be with us when the last instruments are packed away after the Rose Bowl. Oh, and along the way, you'll meet some people who think they know how to play this better than I do. Join us for March On, Wisconsin. Today we're starting our season.
Band, left face!
We open our season traditionally with the selection of a drum major.
Band, right face! 1, 2, 3!
Basically, it's Mike beating about 8 people into the ground to find out who's going to win it.
Band, march!
It sort of sets the wheels in motion, so to speak, to get the year started.
Band! Bob Fish! I've been thinking about trying out for drum major for the last 2 years.
Right face!
I'm looking for a great time.
Everybody here is going to be really tough.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of nerves.
You use any system that you want to come up with a 1, 2, and a 3.
I'm going to try to march a hole in the ground.
I don't have like a move or anything. I just work hard and try to lift my knees higher every step.
We'll know in a couple hours who's going to be the drum major and the assistant drum major. We will test their endurance during the course of the afternoon to see if I can wear them out a little bit. We want to give each one of them a chance to show what they'll do.
That's our salute to the crowd that happens during the pregame show.
When the band comes on the field, they says, here's the University of Wisconsin band with drum major, and that's their spotlight. So we're going to get a chance to see what each one of them will do to show that they deserve that spotlight. It's a combination of technique, of finesse, and then it comes down to another fact. We'll do an interview later on in the audition.
The biggest opponent they have to face is themselves.
I think I could bring a sense of style and marching ability.
Whoever that person is can have a profound impact.
Having that energy and that snap.
You know, you got to do it, you got to do it.
He has heart about as big as Nitschke.
I'm a little more tired than ever.
Would he maybe make a really good assistant?
Basically, we have 5 people with votes.
And you're the final guy, you know, so.
It's a very exciting time for them. It's a very tough time for me because I have to select one of them. And I can tell you from past experience, they all will probably be worthy of doing the job. And it's hard to select one out of people who are so qualified. For 1999, our assistant will be Troy. Our drum major will be. And I thank you.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Congratulations, Zach.
Awesome, man.
That was the hardest thing I've had to do in a long time. I'm ecstatic right now. I don't think it's going to hit in for a while, but wow, I feel just unbelievably honored that I was picked to do it. Hey, you.
Fun to watch these very shy, unsure freshmen come in, and then in a matter of a few weeks, they're going out in front of 80,000 people with a great deal of confidence.
Well, I just started learning trumpet now a long time ago, and I just hope I can memorize on Wisconsin before the first game.
The upper class sort of take hold and they indoctrinate them and they tell them what the traditions are and they tell them, you know, these are things that you're going to be expected to do. And it becomes a family really quickly. It's just going to be good. I think it's going to be a good show.
There's a whole line of freshmen down the hall, and they all need to make their way down here to get their pants and their jackets and overlays fitted for them.
All the way. Got them all in? Okay. Because when you do the high step, you don't want to bust the crotch out. About 80 to 100 pairs of pants. That's just pants, and then there's jackets, yeah. 1.5 inches longer. Okay, turn sideways. Okay, pull them all the way up. 3.5 inches longer. Okay.
And the pants number? 79.
They'll get their hats, their gloves, their spats, their raincoats, their suspenders, everything they need.
Well, maybe it's a little big on the ends.
Same deal.
Then they'll come to the long part where we have to get all their information and we take some money from them for the purpose of dry cleaning the uniform. We'll get them a lot cleaner than they would on their own. They probably wouldn't clean their uniform at all, and it would be walking away on its own by the end of the season.
Great.
You're
I can take this one home, but not the pants. Right.
I can't wait to get in Camp Randall and, you know, hundreds of people, thousands of people screaming and singing what you're playing. So, can't wait.
Good morning, everybody. It's game day.
I was fine on my way here. I was all pumped up. I was like, yeah, and then I got in here and I was like,
Morning, sock!
Good morning, Breeze Terrace.
Wake up!
Visually, you have to look, it has to look like this. You have to have equal side on both sides, otherwise it looks wrong.
I don't see people thinking. I must have seen 10 people not put their foot out on the downbeat at number 10. Right about the middle of the dot. About the middle of the dot.
Same thing will be true on the 30s. So we're just setting landmarks because this is our first time in the stadium this year.
Trying to go right a little bit.
If it was easy, anybody could do it. And we have a saying that we use called eat a rock. And you have to be in the band to understand what eat a rock means. It means when it's going is tough and you want to be doing something else, forget about it and take care of business.
people will go and just kill themselves. Some people go to Mickey's Dairy Bar, and they'll do the big skillet thing there. That's just not healthy. I'm going over to Union South at probably about 10 to 10, and then we put on a pep rally. And then 10:30, we march over to the stadium. Yeah, we're gonna go stretch right now and get ready to go on the field.
Most people in the audience don't see is the electricity that's in that tunnel. You can't come out of that tunnel at the north end of the field, and I can't stand there on the 50-yard line and see them come out of the tunnel and not feel the hair crawl up on the back of my neck. I often say to the freshmen, you come out of that tunnel once, one time, I've got you hooked.
This is alumni weekend, and they get to put on a little show. We have bleachers in the end zone, but a lot of us just crawl up as close as we can to the field and just kind of lay there, and we'll watch the game, support the team. I mean, that's the main reason why we're here. We'll get the crowd going. There's fun, stupid things that we do, like not as a band per se, but just periodically you'll see some random stuff going on down on the field, and you'll be like, all right, dorks.
The Wisconsin Band proudly presents a salute to the Duke. 1932, Ellington's band made this statement: "It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing."
That's no excuse. They should be perfect all the time. We'll see what Mike says when he watches film, though.
We do traveling bands during the second half of the games. It's just to get the fans into the game more. How many times have we played on Wisconsin today? At least 25 times.
And the final score, Wisconsin 49.
Well, fifth quarter, standard issue. Go out to the 50-yard line, turn around a bunch of times, have some fun, jump on our heads.
March back to Humanities, and we'll just march right down University, the bike lane.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We'll reminisce about the day, good or bad.
I was not disappointed today. I wasn't satisfied, you know that. But I wasn't disappointed. I thought we got a good start. Now you know what it's like.
And then we start focusing on the next game.
You have to really come and focus, because next week we're going to do it in 4 days. What we did in much longer time in terms of getting started. You should be very pleased with what you did. I'll enumerate when we see the film on some of the things, and
basically we'll just go right back to work.
We'll sing varsity. And then we're dismissed and we go from there.
Ben, your slogan for the day is Bleed the Cardinal! Ben, what is the slogan for the day?
Bleed the Cardinal!
Tuesday and Wednesday evening after a game, we'll have the students come in and we'll have just a sort of a critique session.
That was pretty consistent yesterday. I was seeing diagonals pop from the sideline.
I was in a lot of athletics in high school, and this band is as intense, if not more intense, than any athletic team I've ever been on.
And I felt like even today you were doing a better job watching people.
It really helps us for them to see with this long shot to see that what we talk about continually about building the energy level up, because you're the audience can be such a distance away. I'll try to point out the good and the bad things that we do and make mistakes. The kids like to look at the mistakes and kind of hoot and holler.
If you're the guy that everyone looks at and says, hey, what did he do? Look at it, he did something wrong, then yeah, it can be very humbling.
This morning we're leaving for Ohio State University at the bright early morning hour of 5:30.
We're all sort of waiting to get on the bus. It always takes a long time. Bus trips contain a lot of hurry up and wait. So everybody gets here about a half hour early, and we just sort of stand around trying to find your way to get a seat on the bus. This is a rivalry I've been hearing about since my freshman year. Every single year, everybody talks about Ohio State, and I've always heard the rumors about Ohio band always tries to figure out how many plumes they can steal and how many other parts of our uniform they can steal.
They're probably the best band we'll face, so it's a pretty big rivalry.
Try to do too much of the hazing thing.
Freshmen and Rhino freshmen, get in the penalty box!
They go in the penalty box when they do something wrong. The most freshmen we've ever fit in there is 12. They climb on top of each other. They can make do.
We have lots of skits.
Sammy Sosa steps up to the plate, 2 down and 1 run around.
Songs to entertain us.
1 bottle of beer on the wall. 1 bottle of beer. Take 1 down, pass it around. 0 bottles of beer to the wall.
We watched a movie, joke telling, that sort of thing.
That's cool. It's a long day. It's always a long day when you're on a bus for 12 hours. Right now we're waiting to get on the field at a high school ball game here in Pinkerton, Ohio. We'll be performing the show that we're going to perform tomorrow at the Horseshoe in Columbus.
works out good this way because the kids here, they really get a kick out of it. It gives us a chance to bond with them. Then tonight we'll go and we'll stay with families of the band members locally here.
No fun. Go.
Good morning, Pickerington.
Hang in there. Watch his face. You guys are starting to spread it out. Keep it even. There you go. There you go. Come on.
Play light, play clean, save it. Don't try to overplay everything. We'll do our show, but we're also here to support the team. Big game for them. Big game. Huge game. So make sure you're into it.
Ben, your slogan for the day is Wisconsin sets the standard. Ben, what is the slogan for the day? Wisconsin sets the standard.
Band dismissed.
We had to sit through their skull session, which was quite interesting. Basically, they play a lot of their songs, show off a lot of their traditions, enrage the hell out of a lot of us, and me personally, I took it personally and got really angry.
Their little thing, hurrah, before the game definitely kind of was just a taunting to us. I wasn't impressed at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Wisconsin Marching Band!
It's all right. I've energized the step more. I mean, if I've done anything to the step, I've made them energize it even more, which something like that's going to happen. I don't mind as long as there's energy, and there was good energy.
I think everybody noticed the little WB sign over the tunnel where ours says Eat a Rock, and pretty quickly we figured out that that meant Wisconsin Band. So I thought that was interesting that they riled themselves up by putting a sign that says Wisconsin Band up.
It's an entirely different experience traveling to another stadium.
The Wisconsin Band presents some sounds of the Beach Boys.
I don't know, the crowd reaction when we get booed, you know, it makes you want to work harder, makes you want to do it even better, just to show them what you have. You got a lot of their fans yelling at you, screaming at you, you know, Wisconsin sucks, yada yada. But you got to look past it, you got to concentrate on what you're doing. As far as what I've seen, where I've been, this is one of the more hostile places. Fans aren't very accommodating for us, and they show it that they don't want us here.
The band's doing awesome. We had a great halftime show.
Play
guys. I mean, you know, you really, well, we'll talk about it when we get back home, but we know, don't we? The team, they went down in the locker room and he said, Al Fish said, this is what he said. He said, we know the band kicked their ass at halftime, now you just go out and do it the second half. And they did. Remember it. I mean, think about it all. Put it in there. You know, remember it, because it's going to be a day you won't forget. I still remember 1982, and it's just as sweet. It's just as sweet tonight. Thank you very much.
All yours, Paul! Man, you're soaking for the day, Ed! Kill those Gophers! And on Wisconsin! Man, what is the slogan for the day? Kill those Gophers! And on Wisconsin!
You know, it's just very special because this is really got great tradition to come into this place and to just take over. It really makes you feel good. And I think we did it with class, which is what, you know, what I keep preaching to the kids all the time. The fifth quarter got started as all post-game shows. All bands do post-game shows. But in '78, there was a huge win. And Wisconsin came back and we played You Said It All during the game. And the upper deck vibrated up and down. And people were a little bit nervous because of that phenomenon. And then suddenly, the phenomenon was You Said It All. And one of the mystiques about the fifth quarter is Elroy Hirsch, our athletic director at that point, said, don't play it till the game's over so people can get out of the upper deck. Because they're worried about, don't play this song You Said It All. Well, that immediately provided the mystique for people to stick around, see what really does happen in the fifth quarter. And from that point on, we had a captive audience because they were curious.
Varsity existed before Ray Dvorak came, but he initiated the wave, the hand wave. And it's interesting that Ray used to do the introduction to Varsity, and he used to turn around to the crowd after the introduction and yell, sing. For years he did that. And as you know, the crowd's picked that up now.
We save On Wisconsin for moments. A big touchdown, a great play, the end of a game where it's really been important, or sometimes to revitalize the crowd. It's one of those instant buttons that you can always press, or we feel like we can always press, that revitalizes everybody.
Turn of the century as Black American take north. Badger fans and On Wisconsin head south of the border. It's instead of Mr. Pretty's song was originally a Russian folk song. Badger State enjoys a rich German heritage. As our American freshman year, he was on a Metro that became a great Calvarian waltz. Today, in cities throughout Asia, UW alumni clubs are growing prosperous, and Wisconsin has become a new part of the municipal library. You can't deny it. Song is addictive. It's everywhere. And it's as American as Big Band Jazz.
Read your mark time. Here we go. Lines 2 does it on the third measure. Get your head out of the sand. I will rehearse as long and as hard as it takes to get it done. I'm not gonna just say, okay, that's enough for today.
Certainly, I can crack the whip, so to speak, and I think they respond. But they know that they know now that we're doing it because we want to be better. But I think the fun part of it really preempts them being really afraid of me. You get there, you start running on raw emotion and instinct. Feel like
and this line of trombones right here from Sue, Lee, Trippin, all these guys are not matching horns when you go up.
It's just great when you walk into a place like the Queen Mary and you see people in red waiting for you and cheering you. And I mean, that's a very gratifying thing.
On Wisconsin.
Definitely, it's fun to come up here and see the fans and perform and get to tour the boat now.
If you want to be a Badger, you can sing with us too. The letter's right, the color's all wrong.
Love it when they come out here, and we hope it happens every year from now on. They never get boring. It's always a thrill. The kids love it. We get all our friends together and come out here and go home and eat bratwurst.
Good morning, Santa Monica.
When we get to the Rose Bowl, when we practice in the morning, it really has two purposes. One is to get the cobwebs out because we haven't been together for 10 days really prior to that. And there's a lot of things that can, you just lose that edge. And the other thing is to actually take some things that we didn't have time to work on or that we want to take to the next level.
The rank leaders know I'm thinking of putting something different in tomorrow. Yeah, in the show. Something different in the show tomorrow. So we'll just keep you in suspense and let you know that I'm just as nuts as you think I am. Very simple. Just do everything I want and we'll all be happy.
It started a little ragged today, but it got progressively better, and I think they understood that today was going to be a hard practice.
Slogan for the day is, don't take anything for granted, and let's go play with Mickey. Ben, what is the slogan for the day? Don't take anything for granted, and let's go play with Mickey!
It's great to be back in Disneyland. 2 years in a row, Big Ten champs. We're delighted we're here.
love the band, we love Wisconsin, and we're just so excited that it's number 3 for us.
Thanks to Disneyland for having us. We'll have a great time here. We're going to have a great time all weekend, we know.
Please remain seated at all times while your tickets are in motion.
We're at Disneyland! Woohoo! Having fun with the band.
It's finally a time for us to be on the Rose Bowl grounds. We're there, CBS is there, you get all that Hollywood feeling. Their tape us for a couple hours, and you get done with that, and then it's go take your pictures in front of the big sign. I can chart a halftime show quicker than it takes them to line up the picture, but that's a very special memento for the kids too. And some of them are already talking about how they're going to frame it back to back, and it's it's really exciting.
Welcome back to the Pep Rally in Century City, California. Almost as popular as the team, of course, the UW Marching Band.
And joining us right now at Live at 5, the always boisterous Mike Leckrone, the leader of the band. So good to see you, Mike.
It's great to be here. This is probably my favorite thing, except for the game itself. I mean, what a emotional thing it is. As you well know, I get all tied up.
I got a little emotional last year here on Live at 5.
Yeah, well, it's no way, I mean, because it just all comes to a head, and you get the feeling that here it is.
Yeah, go!
The team is on its way. But in the event they're not, I've had a few remarks prepared. We're going to play Hot Time for you. Come on, sing along with us. 1, 2. Some of you are not getting into this. We got to make your arms go. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing along and dance with us. Come on. Okay. Way back. Isn't this a great day to be a Badger? Or should I say, a great Dean to be a Badger? Every year I say, well, there's not going to be that many people show up here, but they're always here. That's Wisconsin.
Go down to the light, and as soon as I can, turn left.
Yeah, you'll see a police substation. It's the entrance to the parking lot. It takes you in between the buildings.
I mean, that's such a kick to start up at the top of this hill and go down through just a sea of Wisconsin people, see the part, and then go in, and then just have a party for half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Make it easy on you. We're gonna rehearse and that's it. Rehearse and that's it. Now you start focusing on the game. Now you start focusing on the game.
There'll be obstacles in the road. Large, smelly obstacles. You gotta make sure that you maintain that 90-inch interval all the time.
challenge. I'm very pleased that you met the challenge. It took you a while to get your mind set. Took you a while, but you came out here. We don't need no stinking yard lines.
This is definitely the Rose Bowl, and it's definitely the best place to be on January 1st. And even if it's only for the small reason that
it's almost Saturday! Your slogan for the day is eat a rock on Wisconsin and kill the Cardinal! Man, what is your slogan for the day? Eat a rock on Wisconsin and kill the Cardinal!
Very proud.
Oh, I can see.
Way too cold for me.
It's quite nice to have an afternoon off, you know? It's a big change over last year. Last year we didn't get one, and we were 3 blocks away from the ocean, and I'm like, well, you know, I want to go swimming. I hadn't gotten an opportunity to in a while, so it's pretty cool.
Sometimes it can be dangerous waking these people up at this hour in the morning.
What's up, fun boy?
Well, that was cool.
We're up.
Everybody's up, ready to go? Excellent. Good morning. This is your in-person wake-up call. Good morning. This is your in-person wake-up call. Good morning. This is your in-person wake-up call.
we got the Rose Parade today. Long 6.5 mile trek down Colorado Boulevard. We're going to see about 1 million people in the flesh today.
Here we go, gentlemen.
For the first half hour, it's pretty hellish. I don't know. It's sort of hard. We're marching the whole time, playing the whole time. But after that, I mean, we just sort of do dances and play every other song. It's not too bad.
Nothing to it. Piece of cake. It's easier every year. This is what we came here for. Parade's over. Go! Kick their butts. Let's go. Where's Schmidt? Where? It's cool in you. Yeah. It's a slick field. Be careful.
It was amazing.
Be my video cameraman for the whole football season.
I love this view. Seen this 3 times now. Who would have thought that Wisconsin would be the Rose Bowl team of the 90s? I didn't. And you made me very proud of you again. Thanks again. You know what I'm thinking. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking. You did great. Thank you.
Not easy, is it?
Pretty good view. Happy New Year. Hey, Stanford.
How do you like me now? Dad, your slogan for the millennium is, it's a great day to be a Badger and on Wisconsin. Dad, what is the slogan for the millennium? It's a great day to be a Badger and on Wisconsin.
It's a dream, and it's going to be a dream forever. It's, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
You love the performance, and you know that it's ended. That whole creature is never going to exist again. And next year there'll be a different band, but it won't be the same as this one. And that's kind of sad to see that happen. But everybody will go on, and they'll be great alumni, and we'll have a band next year. I hope it'll be just as good.